Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is the Timely Teacherpreneur with Rainey Barton, where we talk all things productivity tips and tricks because I am a Teacherpreneur productivity mentor, and so I help teacherpreneurs master their time and energy while scaling their biz so that they can ditch the hustle and grind, break up with busy, and stop sacrificing their mental health and sanity. And yes, I use my hands a lot. I'm just a visual and kinesthetic person. But like I said, you can come here for all different sorts of productivity and teacherpreneur tips, tricks, and strategies to make your life just a little bit easier. And in today's video, we are talking about how to quarterly plan, because if you didn't know it already, April's almost here, which means quarter two is about to be upon us. Upon us? It's about to be upon us. Anyway, that went by super quick. Quarter one flew by in the blink of an eye. I can't believe I'm already planning for quarter two, but I wanted to walk you through my process for it. And yes, that includes my beautiful wall behind here, which actually I'm probably gonna do just a wall post on our wall video on that one alone, but you get to see a little sneak peek of how I use that. But a lot of this is going to be on the computer, so you'll see my face a little bit, but I just wanted to give this little brief interlude. I'm going to walk you through the steps of how I quarterly plan, and then any templates and things that you see during this I have created, and I will link below because they are for purchase. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing that I like to consider before I do any planning and sit down is, what am I launching in this quarter, or what is coming up? So for example, I know that in this quarter, I'm going to be launching in May a teacher seller digital business planner. And so I want to make sure I have content that's related to that. And then I also know that in June, I'm releasing my systems and batchings hybrid course/group coaching program, which if you're interested in that, link is in my bio on Instagram, or actually I'll just share it down below. You're not getting any salesy emails or stuff. You'll actually get a discount for going through the first round. So if you just want to know more information about it, I'll put it down below. But I know that those two things are launching, and so I want to make sure that I have content that aligns with it, because if I don't have any content talking about batching or systems, and then I just release a batching or systems course, people are going to go, what makes you an expert in it? I didn't even know that you do batch, which everybody knows I batch at this point. I talk about it like all the time. But you want to make sure that launches are very much considered before you create content for all of your platforms. So if you need to pause this video and take time to do that, then do that first, but check and see if you have anything launching. And if you don't have anything launching, maybe there's a product that you really want to promote really well. That can be a launch. Like if it's a big bundle, maybe you launch your big bundle. So you can launch stuff for just GPT-2 if you don't actually have other things to launch yet. The next thing I like to do is look in at my content pillars and see whether those still align, because sometimes your pillars might change if your business has changed slightly, but mine has stayed pretty consistent, so my pillars don't change. But I like to look at that and see for the month before what pillars I heavily focused on and what pillars I need to heavily focus on now. Since I know that batching is actually an individual pillar for mine, like systems and processes and batching, I know I'm going to have a lot more content related to that. Whereas like the productivity tips and things are still important, but I'm not really focusing on much on like how to create your ideal day or your schedule or things. So like that's going to take the back burner just for this season because of the launches that are coming up. But you want to make sure that you look at your content pillars about quarterly, make sure they're still what you want them to be, and see which ones that you've been using and which ones you haven't. Like if there's a pillar you never use, maybe you need to change it or delete it entirely, because if you're not using it, there's no point in having it as one of your pillars. And I take it over to my ultimate editorial calendar. And so I'm just going to whiz through this. Like I said, if you're like, oh my gosh, I need this template, the link is for you down below. Go check it out. But so like I said, I already talked about how I talk about my launching and my pillars. And then I just go over here to content at a glance. This is where everything is stored. Now, since I have a Whimsically musical channel and a Timely Teacherpreneur channel, this is normally doubled on here, but this is the template, so you don't see that. But that's just what I'm saying. So if you have two businesses, you can use it for two businesses. But I'll put my spotlight products here. So these are products that you want to market really well within that quarter. And then products that you want to create in that quarter so that you always know like what you're marketing and what you're creating. Then for blog posts, you can put how often you're posting here. And you can actually put like the titles of them. So maybe you are doing my morning routine, and let's do, I don't know, math centers. That's the first thing I thought of. Not match centers. Anyway, when you're done with the post and it's uploaded to blog, then you can just check it off. But I'm going to get rid of these examples because this is the template. But you get the gist. So it's just for quarter 1, and then it's the same thing for quarter 2. And these dates are just like with the example of Thursday, but you can easily change it out to whatever day you do blog posts on. Same thing for your email strategy. You can put down what your topic is for your newsletter, like if there's a specific product you're promoting. For podcast strategy, if you have a podcast, you can do the same exact thing. And of course, if you don't have a podcast, you can delete it. Although the great thing about Trello is it doesn't actually delete it. It just archives it. And so you can just click this little button and press archive and it'll send it away. And if you ever accidentally delete something, you can go to the menu and it'll show you all of your archived items so that you didn't accidentally delete it. And then you have your YouTube video strategy, same exact thing. You can also put descriptions up here. So if you have specific videos that you create, like the first Tuesday of the week in the life, the second Tuesday is a specific lesson or things, you can put that in here. And then you can just put all your YouTube videos and then social media strategy as well. So in this example, I said that I would do 4 times a week. I love to theme my Instagram post days and make them match the rest of my content. So for example, I do a blog every other Thursday, but in quarter 2, I'm doing every Thursday. So every other Thursday, my Thursday blog or my Thursday Instagram post would be about the blog. Whereas every Monday on my music channel, I do a Whimsically musical video. So I have a Instagram post that goes with it. Just like for this Timely Teacherpreneur one, I have Sundays and Wednesdays. So I have an Instagram post on Sundays and Wednesdays that goes with it. When you're not recreating the wheel, your audience is not going to see every single thing that you create, so you might as well repeat yourself because they need the knowledge in all the different places, so don't feel bad about redoing it. And so, yeah, I have it for every single date. Of course, you can get rid of the dates that you are not going to actually post, so if you're only doing 4 times a week, you would do it then. Sorry, I can't remember exactly where I left off. My son walked in, and I had to take care of that. But anyway, so if you only do 4 times a week, then you can just delete the ones just here. Click 3 dots and delete what date that you don't want. But yeah, I have it for all of the dates. And then it's easy to see what's coming up. Just check all of that good stuff. And like I said, I already put in the dates for every month. And yeah, when the quarter's done, you just move it down. Like I know Q2 is about to be up, so I'm actually just going to move. Actually, no, I'm not going to move this. I'm going to keep it there. You can move it yourself if you get there. And then an idea bank at the end so that you can add ideas that you get for content, and it's all in one place. Now, I also like to use my editorial calendar here because I like seeing it all visually. And yes, you can add the calendar power up right here and see it there. And that is nice. But you have to have due dates for all of it, and that takes a long time. And I just like the simplicity of Google Sheets sometimes. So I like having it here and color-coded because you can't exactly color-code it in Trello. And so I have all of it here. And this is just an example like for YouTube, for productivity, or not for productivity, for Instagram, my blog post, my email, and it's all color-coded. And then I also can do, I actually need to make that blank. I'm glad I realized that. Okay, and then this is what I use for YouTube. So I'll have the month, the title, when it's released. I can easily check if it's filmed, edited, and uploaded. And then the notes, like anything I need to add into the video description. And I have the same thing for blogging, for podcasting, for Instagram. Only it says different things like written, graphics, uploaded, and all that. And that's just a really quick way for me to be editing as I'm going, especially if I'm batching. This is super nice to have because I'll just have all of my titles and I'll just go filmed, edited, uploaded, and then they're all good to go. And then when I'm over here, this is what I like to look at when I'm on the go because Google Sheets is harder to look at. So I'll just look at this and go, okay, well, what's coming up for the week? And I can just click in and go, okay, that's the video that's coming up. I need to write an outline for that. So I really love using both together, which if you end up getting this template, that's right here for you. And it'll just ask you to make a copy. But this has helped me, one, stay super consistent. Because the problem I had was I never knew what I was going to create. And so with this, I know what I'm going to create now, and it's all in one place, and I can make sure it all ties together. Like my blog, my YouTube videos, I always try to make so that I can go into the blog post. So the blog post and the YouTube video match, and then the Instagram post match. Now, of course, I talk about other things on my platform that are not always in my blog or my YouTuber things, but for the most part, I try to keep it all together because I just don't have enough time between, working my 9 to 5 and also doing circus and also having a kid and, being a wife and all the things. I need to not be creating content 24/7. So this has definitely helped with all of that. So then I just go through, once I've looked at my launches and I've looked at my content pillars, I just go through and I start to fill all of this out, this part here. And so I'll just go through for the whole quarter. And I'll fill out every single date for YouTube, for blog, for podcast, and emails. And this probably takes me about 30 to 45 minutes to complete, honestly, because I already have the content ideas. I know what I'm launching. And so I'm just kind of backwards reverse engineering what ideas or topics need to be presented. And so it doesn't take very long. Once you know where you're going with your business, which if you don't have any idea, then this might take a little bit longer, but you can even include products as part of your content, because if you're trying to promote your products, then you're going to want to make sure that you have like a feature Friday or something where you're promoting your product. That can go as an Instagram post or a blog post, even, where you highlight the whole product and say at the end, like, here's all the pieces, go buy it. So yeah, this doesn't take long when you have all of the steps beforehand put into place. So it doesn't have to take very long to quarterly plan, but quarterly planning is essential for your business. And then we're just going to go on a journey to the wall. This is the same exact thing that's on Trello. I haven't filled it out for quarter 2 yet, obviously, so it's less. But it's the same idea, and I like to have it on the wall so that when I'm in here, I can just look up at the wall. Plus, this is just beautiful, I think. So anyway, I have my theme for the month so that I know where all my content is stemming from. I have what I'm launching, what's in the works products-wise. What's in the works. And then all these sticky notes are different colors, obviously. So like pink would be for launching. Blue is my YouTube videos, I believe. Yellow would be IG Lives, which I actually haven't been doing. I'm going to start that soon. Orange is blog posts. Green is emails. And then the blue down below is batch week, because I used to batch monthly and now I'm trying to just batch quarterly, which is a lot more in and of itself. But I really like having all of this right here so that I can just walk in and it's beautiful and all of the sticky notes have a purpose. But yeah, that's the wall at a glance. But I'll definitely talk more about it soon. And that's basically it, guys. So that's how I quarterly plan. I do also use a regular planner as well. I'm telling you, I will have all of this stuff strewn like several different places throughout, but I also love having it, let me pull up for March, all in one place. And of course, I'm using my Hustle Sanely planner, because if you don't know who Jess Massey is, you should. She's my productivity inspiration. But anyway, I always have it in lots of different places just so that I always know where it's going to be. Plus, that's just the planner person to me. A quarterly planning does not have to be this hard, overwhelming thing. It can be super easy to follow. So I hope that you got a lot of great ideas from this video. Like I mentioned, all the templates, the Google Sheet, and the Trello board, I will have down below linked for you so that you can buy if you would like it. And I also have my free TPT product idea list bank freebie that I will link down below, where it's basically a Trello board that allows you to just decide what product you're creating, what you're repurposing, what you're marketing, what needs to be updated. So I will link that as well. That is a freebie for you. That's all I have for you. If you have any questions, please link them down below. If there's any ideas for future videos you would love to see on this channel, please let me know. Sundays is more productivity based, and then Wednesday is more like teacher biz based. And so this is quarterly planning, which is productive, but it's also important to be doing for your business. So Wednesdays are teacher businessy and Sundays are productivity, and they come out on those days. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm about to go get a haircut. So the next video you see, I will have, I think, shorter hair. I haven't really decided yet, but I think we're going with it long. But I guess you'll see in the next video. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of the things so that more teacherpreneurs can find this channel. Okay, now I'm actually gonna go. All right.